the reality is, and many public officials I know that have been facing this problem, including the mayor of my own hometown, who's a very bright guy, but he and others have said, I don't believe in this, quote, shrinking concept. Wrong word for sure. We got to come up with, you got to invent a word, because I can't find one. But it's how do we deal with cities that have had significant population loss and need to repattern the built environment in order to properly accommodate the population we really have? Turn that into a word.
Can't we talk to the people at a weight loss program?
Yeah,
Certainly
right.
they've
It is a little bit like that.
A good
My point is
euphemism.
this. Many elected officials say, I'm not going to do this because I'm not going to tell residents that they won't receive services. Guess what? They're not receiving them now, your point. And so the real point is, how do we position the built environment in these cities such that the services that we actually can afford are delivered in the most efficient and highest quality fashion? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves. The truth of the matter is, and this is where I think the work that Jay has been doing and the work that we've been doing in Flint with the development of land banks, I think is an important step, because it makes this point. We have figured out in this country how, without force, to induce development. We did it for a long time, intentionally creating models to expand the built environment, to draw people from America's cities into America's suburbs, which are now becoming the next wave of abandonment. This didn't happen spontaneously, entirely. It happened because we designed systems, land use systems, infrastructure investment, tax policy that drew citizens and businesses and development and infrastructure out of America's cities and towns into suburbs that were completely unsustainable. So the point is, if we can come up with a design that is the desired design for cities, we can turn that machinery in reverse again, and we can use incentives, tools, inducements to get cities repatterned in such a way that they can be sustainable again. The notion should not be that this is a one-time fix, just like we had this one period of growth and now this one period of decline, and now we got to figure out how to deal with that reality. We need to understand, many Europeans do, understand that these cities will go through periods, cycles, long-term cycles of growth and decline. And the decisions that we make about this land should not preclude some future development, but shouldn't sentence the next generation to a waiting period of misery until cities are recognized as the important place they need to be. We need to be able to fix the problem now and not preclude some future growth, but not condition current quality of life on some hope or some wish or some prayer that someday soon people will come back to these places.